These are the worst punishments in humankind history, from literally getting roasted alive to death in a copper bowl, to literally getting skinned and filleted alive, and you only die after 10 days later. Imagine the pain! And also, thank goodness this is explained in Minecraft, because seeing this in real life is not for the faint of heart. And even me, bro.
Welcome to the worst punishment in human history, explained using Minecraft. Let's start with the least worst, but still horrifying, and work our way up to the most dreadful one. Number 10. The rack.
Oh my gosh. Already from looking at this picture, what the hell is this? Bro, this is telling me you're literally slowly getting ripped apart.
The
no
rack
way.
is a cruel torture device that was commonly used in many places around the world. It was designed to get confessions and extract information, usually from criminals, slaves, and suspicious
whoa. Hold on.
and extract
What's this?
information,
What's this?
usually from criminals, slaves,
Are we licking his feet? Alright!
suspicious individuals. The rack consists of a rectangular frame with a roller at one end, where the victim's ankles are tied to, and the wrists are secured on the other end of the rack. When the interrogation begins, the ratchets attached to the roller are used to very gradually retract the ropes, slowly stretching the victim's elbows, shoulders, hips, and knees, resulting in excruciating pain.
Low-key, that could be like the best stretch machine, and then when it gets to a point, you're cooked. You're actually cooked.
Or maybe a nice chiropractic session. As the rope gets tighter and tighter, the victim's joints eventually dislocate, or even worse, their limbs are separated.
Wow, good thing this is Minecraft, because if this was like some sort of like real-life example, yeah, we're done.
And in some cases, the torture was so intense that death would occur due to shock or organ failure.
What?
If somehow the victim survived the torture, they would be left permanently paralyzed, never to walk again for the rest of their lives. Number 9.
And by the way, this was just number 10, by the way.
Gibbeting was a common law punishment, and in 1751, the Murder Act was passed in England, mandating the bodies of convicted murderers to be either publicly dissected or gibbeted. The criminals would first be forced into a steel cage that was only large enough for an adult to fit in. Some cages are even designed to fit the shape of the body and are so tight that they will not allow the person in them to move. Then, these cages were hung high in the air next to public highways or waterways for the public to see, and the criminal in the cage is left to die from exposure, dehydration, or starvation. But even after that, the bodies will not be taken down, leaving them to slowly decompose over a long time until only bones are left.
Yo, that is disgusting. Yo, what? Yo, that's literally just like the fear of hunger, bro. Oh, hell no. Whoa. That, bro, and that must have reek of stink, bro. Like, oh, imagine you're passing by and you just see a literal decomposed, in the air, decaying dead body, bro. Or decayed dead body. Okay, we're gonna search this on Google Image because I feel like Minecraft doesn't do it justice. So let's search on image and, oh wait, he was actually telling the truth. Anyway, oh nah, look at this, y'all. Oh hell nah, oh nah.
Serving as a gruesome reminder of the consequences of committing crimes. In the past, when a gibbet was erected, it would attract big, exuberant crowds.
Okay, who wants to watch that? Seriously. Bro, thank goodness we were born together, because like, why in the earth would you want to watch this? Is this some more entertainment, bro?
Sometimes in the tens of thousands. But for a group of people, it was not a cause for celebration, because they lived near the gibbet, and the stench of rotting flesh was so potent to the point that people would shut their windows against it when the wind blew in their direction.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That must stink, bro.
Number 8. Execution by elephants.
Did I just heard that right? Execution of elephants? Oh my. Yo, poor elephants, bro. Poor elephants that they had to do this.
This execution method has been used as capital punishment throughout South and Southeast Asia, most notably in India, where elephants were used to crush and torment criminals during public executions. The use of elephants in execution served as a spectacle to showcase the ruler's dominance and authority through his ability to control wild animals, further solidifying their superiority over the people.
But you are not cool controlling animals to do this, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Whoever this guy is, no one likes you, okay? You force people to like you.
You see, because elephants are such intelligent animals, they can be trained to torture criminals skillfully and slowly over a prolonged period of time, and a well-trained elephant could be commanded to destroy a criminal's body, limb by limb. They will first aim for the arms, then the legs, before ending the suffering by smashing the skull. Terrifyingly, crimes like tax evasion and even just theft were enough to get yourself sentenced to being pancaked by an elephant. In the end, when the European colonial powers colonized the region in the 18th and 19th centuries, This practice was eventually suppressed.
Thank goodness, cause bro, I know like elephants are intelligent creatures, bro. I mean, bro, they for sure just don't want this to happen, bro.
Well, I guess colonization is not all bad. Number 7,
Please don't cancel me.
rat torture. There were many variations of this torture method throughout history, and the most popular one involved placing a rat on a tied down person's stomach and covering it with a bowl. The bowl would then be heated with a torch, causing the rat to go into hardcore mode, and its only way out is to burrow through the victim's flesh in a desperate attempt to escape.
No, ain't no way. Imagine getting eaten alive by a rat, bro. Rats are scared of us, and then, oh, yo, please tell me, who the hell created this type of torture method, bro? What, yo, who's like, yo, so what we're gonna do, instead of getting like animals and everything, whatever, we're gonna put a rat under a bowl, heat up the bowl, and then let the rat eat the human. Like, what, who thought of that? Like, seriously.
Once inside the body, the rat
Damn
will then continue to
psychopaths.
bite and claw through the victim's organs until it finds a way out. All the victim can do is scream in agony as they feel their body being ripped apart from the inside. The victim's screams eventually fade into silence as they succumb to their injuries. It was in medieval Germany that this torture method is believed to have been invented.
Well, Germany. Sorry. Oh, don't come after me, Germany.
But it didn't stop
Sorry.
there. Another gruesome alternative was to place the rat and bowl on the victim's face instead of the abdomen, letting the rat do a complete makeover on the victim's face. Number 6. Bamboo torture. If you didn't know yet, bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants in the world, capable of growing up to 3 feet in just a single day. Now this is important for how bamboo torture works, which I will explain now. First, the victim would be restrained to sit on a growing bamboo shoot, and as the bamboo continued to grow, its sharp tip would eventually pierce into the victim's back door and force itself through the insides, causing pleasurable pain. I mean unbearable pain.
Pleasurable,
and because
hey,
of how
yo.
fast bamboo grows, the victim will usually be dead within a day. Another terrifying way would be to tie the victim down over multiple sprouting bamboo shoots in such a way that they would penetrate vital organs such as the lungs or the heart.
Really? Like, is bamboo that sharp that like it does not care what's in front of it? So it just literally pierces through it? Oh no, I gotta see this. Quick little Google search. Google's your friend. Could be your enemy. Wow, bamboo torture. Bamboo torture is a form of torture execution where a bamboo shoots grows through the body of a victim. There's no way. Oh, there's even a Mythbusters video. Let's check this out. Cause there's no way, bro. I don't believe it. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look. This is the subject, right?
Get it? Adam goes to work casting a torso to torture.
So
Okay.
if the bamboo grows through this chest, we can definitively state that it would grow through you.
Let the gruesome growing commence. After just 3 days, our tortured torso is surely ready to talk. But over 2 weeks later, the news isn't good. Despite several other shoots making their way into the dummy, Adam's wish to see complete penetration comes to naught.
Prove that you could torture somebody with bamboo if you were determined.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's actually crazy, bro. Oh, hell nah.
What makes this torture method particularly gruesome is that it is not only brutally painful but also prolonged. Like you can literally feel the bamboo growing deeper and deeper into you in super slow-mo. You might think that this method was being used a long time ago, but as recently as World War II, Japanese soldiers performed bamboo torture upon American prisoners of war, giving them the worst kind of death imaginable. Maybe that is why 2 mushrooms were planted in Japan, if you get what I mean. Number 5.
I don't.
The
but,
oubliette.
hey.
If you're French, you will know that oubliette means to forget. An oubliette was a specialized type of dungeon, shaped like a very narrow well, which is so small that it does not allow prisoners to sit down or even get down on their knees, forcing them to stand. And the only entrance is a trapdoor at the top, far out of the prisoner's reach. The prisoner thrown in would then be left there to slowly starve to death and be forgotten about, hence the name oubliette. If you think that the prisoner will die a lonely death, you would be wrong.
Bro, this is like probably extreme version of being hanged, the giblet version.
Because oftentimes prisoners would be forced to share the cramped space with the decaying corpses of previous tenants.
Oh my gosh, that is terrible. Oh my, the decay of the corpses.
As well as hungry rats that have developed a taste for human flesh. In some twisted cases, the prisoners would have just enough food and water thrown down to them to survive dreadfully. This was doubtlessly much worse than a quicker end, as the prisoner was kept alive for months or even years in the dark,
Oh, that's so, dude, imagine that, bro. That's just terrible.
eventually going insane. Some oubliettes were even built on ground level, so the prisoners would be surrounded by the noise and laughter of the people outside, reminding them of the life they could never have again.
Okay, yeah, no, please. Yo, these psychotic torture peoples that made these type of torture methods gotta go. Cause like, yo, like a quick throw them in prison or a death penalty, whatever, it's fine, all right? But like, these torture methods, yo, I would like, I don't even know. Let's just
Number 4. The brazen bull.
Oh, this one's crazy, bro. Everyone knows about this one.
It was believed that this torture and execution device originated in ancient Greece. The device was designed to be hollow in the shape of a bull and made entirely out of bronze, with a door on one side. A person would be thrown and locked inside the bull, and a fire was set under it, heating the metal until the person inside was roasted to death. If that wasn't sadistic enough, it had a horn sound system that converted screams into the sound of an angry bull.
Oh my god.
According to legends, the sculptor Paralaus invented and proposed the brazen bull to Phalaris the tyrant as a new way of executing criminals. Ironically, Phalaris decided to test the device out on Paralaus himself. He must have thought to himself, "I'm so quirky." He ordered its horn sound system to be tested by Paralaus himself, tricking him into entering the bull. The door was then locked shut, and a fire was lit underneath, effectively cooking Paralaus alive. Funnily enough, karma caught up to him when he was overthrown by Telemachus.
Let's go!
As Phalaris himself is said to have been killed by the brazen bull too. Number 3. Crucifixion.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of the most well-known
yeah,
torture methods.
It's so bad, bro. Like like everyone knows about this. Like you get tortured and then crucified, bro.
The crucifixion of Jesus Christ, whose death on the cross is central to Christianity. Crucifixion was not only physical torture, but also psychological and social humiliation.
Yeah, bro. Like that
it was
is just
used as a
so
form of
bad.
capital punishment by various ancient civilizations.
And not only what's so bad, bro, like bro, like y'all gotta realize them guys, there were a foot or like half a meter nails going through your hands, bro, and for your feet or like your ankle area, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I just couldn't imagine the pain, bro.
Most notably the Romans, because they perfected this torture. And it goes like this. The victim is laid on the cross with their arms extended on each side of the cross.
My gosh.
A long nail would then be hammered through his wrists, pinning the victim onto the cross, along with a nail fastening their heels to the lower end of the cross. The cross is then raised upward, and the victim would be left to die slowly and miserably.
Bro, God did
If
not
the
deserve
pain
this,
from
bro.
the body's
Seriously.
weight pulling on the hands against the nails wasn't bad enough, the weight also pulls the shoulders out of their sockets and expands the chest cavity, which results in asphyxiation. On most occasions before the victims were crucified, they were tormented with whips that tore their flesh and muscles. And not only that, the victims were then forced to carry their own crosses to the place of execution.
And that joint was heavy as hell, y'all.
Worst part is the fact that the victims could stay alive in this agonizing state for days on end before drawing their last breath, to the point the guards watching over them would just stab them through their hearts to end them, not to mercy kill them, but because they just wanted to head home already. Number 2. Flayed alive.
Did I just hear that right? Filleted alive? Bro. Filleted alive? Oh, hell no. That's like some mad scientist type stuff, bro. Oh my. Bro.
And skinned alive. Yeah, you know where this is going. Before the flaying would even commence, the prisoner would be scorched out in the hot sun all day until their skin was burned, or even worse, be boiled alive. These are done to tenderize the skin, making it loosen from the muscles and easier to peel off. The torturer will then begin to slice the prisoner's skin with long and precise cuts throughout the body. But the worst has yet to come. The torturer will now put his knife down and start tearing and ripping the skin off the body, piece by piece, exposing the muscles and nerves until the victim is truly naked.
Bro, this is... They're not even on anesthesia, bro. This is straight up just... Yo, moment of silence for those that experience this, bro. Yo, I don't even know if I can finish the video because of this, bro. Y'all gotta imagine being skin alive. And by the way, I'm pretty sure, like, they survive long enough to endure this pain. This, I don't think kills you because it's just your skin. Like, it doesn't actually, like, make it crucial to death, you know what I mean? And so, you're just there. Oh, no, I don't... Let's just continue the video.
If you're unlucky enough to be skinned alive, you should pray that they won't start with ripping your face off first, because it would be the most painful part due to the large number of nerve endings on the face that allow for facial expressions. Frighteningly, if the torturer was experienced and precise enough, the prisoner could stay alive for days after being flayed.
See what I'm saying?
From here on, 3 things could happen. The prisoner could die from blood loss, infection, or even hypothermia, because of how vital the skin is to thermoregulate the body. Number 1. Scaphism.
Okay, now what is this, bro? This looks like the most craziest method of torture.
This form of punishment is also known as the boats, because it involves the use of boats, obviously. This horrendous punishment was used by the ancient Persian Empire on people who committed murder. The victim will first be tied down to a...
Okay, if you committed murder, I get that. But y'all gotta realize that sometimes I feel like in the medieval times, people faked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they falsely accuse you of like some crazy act. And well, guess what? I bet the judgment system back then wasn't even that good. So you just know for a fact that like at least like a handful of people were dead and punished, even though they didn't commit any crimes.
Boat with their hands and feet outside the boat through the holes that were cut out. They were then force-fed milk and honey until their stomachs were full, and had their whole body drenched with milk and honey as well. The boat is then pushed out to the middle of the lake, leaving the victim to be baked under the hot sun. But that would be just a minor inconvenience compared to what was to come next. The victim will soon have severe diarrhea thanks to the large amount of milk and honey consumed. The smell of milk, honey, and feces attracts bugs, wasps, rodents, and anything else that would like a free lunch buffet.
That's so bad. Oh my gosh, imagine you have to shat yourself, bro. Oh my.
It was also said that the rodents would continuously attempt to burrow into the victim's anus. The first day of being eaten alive by the animals, they would be brought back to shore and be force-fed again.
Again? Okay, nah, that's just... I mean, it depends on the person, alright? It depends on what they did. I mean, like, I'm just saying this because, bro, like, if they didn't do anything, bro, oh my gosh.
Milk and honey, with more honey being drizzled
okay, enough, bro. What are you, like Diddy, but for milk and oil? I mean, and honey?
Bodies before being sent back for round 2.
Round 2.
This would be done daily to prolong the victim's suffering for as long as possible. A philosopher named Plutarch, who witnessed this repulsive torture, wrote about a man who survived for an excruciating 17 days before succumbing to his wounds.
Yo, okay, was that necessary, bro?
17 days before succumbing to his wounds.
Was this necessary, bro?
He noted that when the corpse was retrieved, they found his whole body nastily rotting and devoured, with swarms of parasites and larvae preying upon him as they were growing to his inwards. This has got to be the worst torture method ever created by mankind, because of how disgusting, agonizing, and prolonged it was.
That's crazy. Scaphism? Hold up. Alright, so this is what we have here. Scaphism is the torture method with the boat. And, okay. Yep. Alright, you know what? On that note, I think we're gonna end it here because I had enough of these craziest punishments in human history. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here, bro. Or more wholesome content than this.